Hey guys, this is just a quick news clip about what I found over the past couple of weeks that was interesting to me. First up is the tag Heuer, the new Octovia. I have to admit, I didn't want to like this, but I just keep getting drawn back to it. I guess the reason I didn't want to like it is the same reason when Honda or Toyota come out with an incredible car or something, and you're like, well, I just don't want to put that kind of money into a Honda or Toyota. But when the numbers kind of speak for themselves and the quality's there, it's hard to not notice these. So, the first thing up is the attention to detail they put in here, the applied numbers and lume, and the way that everything is either sunken in, textured, displayed. They did a good job there. It is a very nice sapphire bezel, and when you come up to some of the details to take a look, let me get a better shot here. So to me, this kind of screams towards like the Vertex look, right? Which I'm a huge fan of Vertex. The white or kind of off-white dial, and you can see a little bit of that curved bezel there as well. It looks great. They did a very, very good job. So I definitely have to give them credit for coming up with something that is really outstanding. The GMT comes in at $4,200, and the rest of them are around $3,300. But again, looking at those details and how they raised everything up there, how they curved the bezel, it looks good, guys. So I think this is one that it's going to be a hard one to pass up in this price range. Next up is I'm a huge Union Glashütte fan, although I've never held one in my hand. A couple of things I like about them are just the history, kind of where they came from, and they're one of the only companies in this kind of price range. And I know this is going to be a weird comment, but they do the date right. If you're going to put a date, you got to put it large enough to read. People who can afford this price typically are not 20 and 30 year olds, right? They're like me, they're 50 years old. So almost every watch I have that has a date, I have no idea what the hell time it says or what the date is. But regardless of just the date, the overall finishing here, right? Kind of the fume red to black, it looks really good. It comes in different finishes, but and they all look pretty good. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, so that's kind of a cream and black, but the red, that looks like it's a $7,000 watch easy, right? And built in Germany, you're getting way more than what you're paying for there. And then finally, a few things that are on Kickstarter. The Crepas, this one, it's kind of been all over Instagram as well. And this is one that I could tell you that I would certainly trust. I know they've got great quality, and this one, it looks pretty good. I definitely think you should jump into this if you're looking for something that's kind of new that's out there. This one was also interesting to me. The Vertigo watches, just like the design, kind of looks a little bit between some of the Oris or Longines Heritage looks that are out there. But I like the sunken in dial. I like the different colors they've got going on there as well. Looks like great lume, really good design on that. So that's definitely one to go take a look at as well. And usually I don't like this type of watch, and the only thing that I don't like about it is some of the jewels there, the synthetic jewels. I wish they were not purple, maybe just a different color. But the fact that it is a mechanical watch with this kind of a design is interesting to me. It definitely piqued my interest. So this is one that I would really like to get my hands on and take a look at how it works, if it's good quality or what we've got there. But it does have a sapphire, it looks like a sapphire dome crystal. and it looks interesting. You know, it looks like something that's pretty cool, kind of a skeletonized half hand there. So that's one that, you know, I might end up backing as well. And the last one I wanted to talk about, I'll probably pronounce it wrong, the Hoglund and Sons Mark II mechanical. So it's a chronograph for $249. You know, you already know probably if you're a watch guy what chronograph this is if it's mechanical, right? It's the seagull movement, but it's just a different variation of the seagull movement as far as the markings, the design. They also have a really nice blue, let me see, yeah. So they have a really nice blue dial as well, but it's the typical seagull movement that we're all familiar with. So looks good. If you're just getting into mechanical watches, hand wind watches, this is definitely the one to go for. As everyone has always said in the past, you know, don't put up a loop to it and try to compare it to you know, anything that's you know, German or Swiss made, because you're going to be disappointed. But when you do take a look at it, you know, the back of it, just, you know, through the naked eye, it's impressive and it's fun to look at, and it's designed well and they do a good job, and it's known to be pretty reliable. So go take a look at those, follow those, see where they go. And you know, I'm always a fan of supporting you know, the newer watch companies and people trying to get stuff out. Okay, that's it. Thanks, guys.